Hi everyone, this is Madhumati, Assistant Professor, Department of Food Technology, SNS College of Technology. So continuation of the last topic, the same non-thermal processing technique. This is another technique that is sounded as ultrasound. So what is actually power ultrasound? So it is nothing but a very high intensity light that is being used in food processing. So this is one of the non-thermal or minimally thermal preservation method. This will cause the microbial inactivation, enzyme modification, and it helps to improve the mass transfer within the cells. And it is most commonly used in the processing of juices, milk, beverages, and liquid type of foods only. More eco-friendly method and additive-free technology. And the theory and the principles behind the power ultrasound. So the theory and principle is nothing but we are going to use ultrasound waves for about 20 kilohertz. This will help to propagate through the fluids, causing an acoustic cavitation. So cavitation is nothing but, we all know, there will be a bubble formation when it is going to start with a low pressure phase. When it attains a stable phase, there will be a growth in the bubble, and at last in the inertial cavitation, that is in the final stage of the cavitation process, that particular bubble will get collapsed. So this is the process how the propagation actually undergoes in a power ultrasound technique. So this actually utilizes higher temperatures for up to 5000 Kelvin and pressures for more than 1000 atmospheric pressure, and it creates a shock waves, microjets, and shear forces within the particular food, and the outcome of this will be the inactivation of the microbes, and slightly the enzymes within the food materials gets modified, and there will be a mass transfer within the food materials. So coming to the mechanism of the microbial inactivation. So mechanism is nothing but how and what happens actually due to the act of the power ultrasound. So it will ultimately kill the microbes through physical, chemical, and the minor thermal effects, and due to that what happens is that it will mechanical or physical effects will be a shear force, and the force will be applied, that which helps to damage the cell membranes, and the shock wave will cause the lysis of the cell, and as well as there will be a microbial resistance order will be like, first the spores will be killed and molds, yeast, gram positive and the gram negative bacteria will be ultimately killed. So from this diagram we can clearly understand the formation of the bubbles, and then successive growth in the cycles, and when it reaches the first cycle there will be a critical size in the bubble, and at last it gets explode and collapse. With that there will be an inactivation process seen. So what are all the factors that influence the microbial inactivation? So factors that influence is nothing but the ultrasound parameters like higher power or amplitude, lower frequency, longer treatment time will lead to higher microbial reduction, and the medium properties like higher viscosity, lower water activity, and temperature, mild heat, and the microbial type will be growth phase, cell size, and the shape affect the sensitivity. And the food matrix where we can apply is like solid fats and the air bubbles can reduce the ultrasound efficiency. And next, this is the equipment and the application. This is in this diagram you can see how the equipment will actually look like in a water bath only it will be placed and the process is being done. There will be a probe like and continuous flow system which is mainly adopted for the juice, milk, beverages and liquid foods. Pre-treatment before the pasteurization or sterilization is done, and it will help to enhance the extraction for the flavors and bioactive compounds, as well as it reduces the microbes while retaining the nutrients, color and the flavor, and it is more eco-friendly and additive-free technology. This is the overall concept map of the power ultrasound, like how it is being done. So the mechanism, as we already discussed, it undergoes physical, chemical and the thermal effects, and the factors that influence the inactivation of microbes will be ultrasound factors, medium properties, temperature and the type of the microorganism that is present, and the equipment, either we can use a probe type system or the continuous flow system through which the complete reduction or the inactivation of the microbes will be done or seen. Application, it is being implemented in the juice and the milk processing, beverage processing, for the